This part of the test will measure your listening ability when it comes to the conversations and lectures in academic settings. You will listen to a recording, and then answer questions about it. You will be able to take notes while listening, and you can listen to the recording only once. The questions must be answered in the presented order. During the exam, you will not be allowed to go back to the previous question. Now listen to the lecture.
Today we'll go into the intriguing world of over 47 species of leafcutter ants, which are predominantly found in the tropical rainforests of Central and South America. These amazing beings live in a caste system restricted society that exhibits outstanding cooperation and labor sharing. They are distinguished from other ant species by their amazing capacity to grow fungal gardens, which is a feature that sets them apart from other ant species. We must first talk about the intricate societal structure of leafcutter ants in order to comprehend their significance. Leafcutter ants have a caste system that is separated into workers, soldiers, and reproductive individuals. Just like many other ant species, depending on their size, workers are further divided into many subcastes, each of which is in charge of carrying out certain tasks. They can be quite productive in their everyday tasks thanks to this arrangement, which also helps the colony as a whole. I am particularly intrigued by the leafcutter ant society's practice of fungus gardening. Leafcutter ants, as their name suggests, harvest leaves from plants and bring them back to their nests. Contrary to what many people think, they don't consume these leaves. Instead, they use the plant matter to feed a grown fungus that becomes their main source of nourishment. This symbiotic interaction is a prime example of mutualism in nature and has evolved over millions of years. It is interesting that this reciprocal connection is deeper still. The ants' bodies contain a particular bacterium that produces antibiotic chemicals that help ward against dangerous mold and germs. For the purpose of defending the ants' fungal gardens, chemical warfare is necessary. Several researchers have even compared the use of antibiotics by ants to current agricultural methods. Leafcutter ants are devoted protectors of their home range. Due to their size and strength, soldier ants are in charge of repelling any dangers. They have strong mandibles that can pierce flesh, which has attracted the attention of researchers who are interested in exploring the possibility of using them in surgical procedures. One cannot help but be in awe at the adaptability and dexterity of these organisms in varied contexts, despite the fact that it is not a common habit. Finally, let's think about how leafcutter ants affect the environment. They are occasionally viewed as pests because they defoliate plants, which can result in lower crop yields. Nonetheless, by assisting in the process of decomposition and recycling nutrients back into the soil, these ants perform a crucial part in preserving the equilibrium of their ecosystem. They may impair agriculture in some way, but their total benefit to the ecosystem outweighs any potential drawbacks. Finally, the leafcutter ants give us an enthralling glimpse into the complexity and inventiveness of insect life. These ants have complex social systems and inventive farming methods which teach us important lessons about collaboration, flexibility, and resiliency.
Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Hi, I came to inquire about my transcript. I was supposed to receive it by now, but it hasn't arrived yet. I need it for an important job application, and the deadline is fast approaching.
Let me check our records. I see the issue. It seems your transcript request was not processed because you still have an outstanding balance on your account. You'll need to pay the unpaid library fine and some outstanding lab fees from last semester.
That's strange. I don't remember receiving any emails about these additional charges. Can you provide more information about them, like when they were incurred?
Certainly. The library fine is related to an overdue book, which was due back in October. The lab fees were for the use of materials and equipment in your chemistry class, and they were charged in December. Both charges were emailed to you at those respective times. It's essential to be diligent when it comes to tracking these types of notices.
I see. I must have missed those emails. Is it possible that they ended up in my spam folder? I don't usually check it. Could there have been any other notifications that I might have overlooked?
That's a possibility. Sometimes our automated emails might end up in spam folders. As for other notifications, we typically send reminder emails once a month, but we don't utilize phone calls or text messages at this time. I'd recommend checking your spam folder regularly to avoid missing important notices.
I'll keep that in mind. What's the total amount I need to pay? And can I pay it right now to have my transcript sent as soon as possible? Also, are there any additional forms I need to fill out or actions I need to take?
The total amount due is $150. You can pay it now, but unfortunately, we cannot expedite transcript processing. Once the fees are cleared, your transcript request will be processed in the order it was received, which may take up to 10 business days. There are no additional forms or actions required. Just make sure to pay the fees.
This is really inconvenient. I need my transcript immediately for my job application. Since I wasn't aware of these fees, it's really aggravating that my transcript is being delayed because of this. Is there anyone else I can talk to about this issue, or any other options available to me?
I understand how you feel. I recommend you pay the outstanding fees right away, and in the meantime, you can inform your potential employer about the situation. They might be willing to wait for your transcript. Unfortunately, there isn't anyone else who can help expedite the process. As it is a standard procedure for all students, it's a good reminder that staying on top of your account can prevent future issues like this. It's essential to be diligent when it comes to tracking these types of notices.